Hello everyone, this is Group 5 and today we are going to present our website. First is the criteria. Before we present our website, we would like to conduct a comprehensive review of the criteria we have accomplished throughout our working process. So during our work, we have finished most of the following parts, which are UX UI, database, Java programming, usability testing, and teamwork. And overall, we refined some parts of the wireframes in Milestone 1 and implemented the functional dependencies of our database. We also conducted 3 tests from other groups, and all materials related to the test will be submitted in the Canvas. Next part is logo.
Well, on the level 1, I will talk about how our web application meet the requirement. So in the level 1, we managed to capture the attention from the user. So here's our website. Our website has an eye-catching banner on the index page, or we usually call homepage, along with a short introduction to grab the attention of users. Our interactive features, which include the hover transition, that add the liveliness and interest to the experience while using our website. Here we also display the year range that the data is available. Here the left car is about the population, and on the right side is the temperature. The temperature. Well, about our perspective on how our website addresses the social challenge. Our website addresses the social challenge of climate change by providing users with comprehensive and historical data spanning 250 years on temperature and population trends worldwide. Additionally, we prioritize user experience by designing the website to be visually appealing and easy to navigate, which helps attract more visitors. By presenting this information in an accessible format, we aim to raise awareness about climate change and its impact. So here are the personas of my website. We have dedicated area for personas on the About page, and we have provided detailed information on each based on data from our database. Well, you can see here, this is the persona 1, Harry Green, persona 2, Steve Armstrong, and yep, the persona 3. Oh, and so the next box will be presented by another member of our group.
So now we're going to talk about the UX and UI. First, we'll go through some persona. For persona 1, the needs and goals of the persona here is they want the website that can present data in both high-level concepts and in-depth analysis. They want the website to intuitive to use and beginner-friendly. The UIs and website layout must look professional, and to solve this problem, we have allow user to free to choose specific data they want, and whether they are seeking high-level interviews or in-depth analysis, and we have prioritized simplicity and intuitiveness in our interface, ensuring it's accessible even to users with limited computer experience. And by streamlining the design and minimizing unnecessary elements, we have created a user-friendly experience that focuses on the most relevant information. Moreover, our choice of a calming color scheme featuring blues and greens not only contributes to a professional aesthetic but also ensures prolonged use remains visually pleasant. And now for Persona 2, the needs and goals of these personas are the website must provide accurate data about the world population and how the climate has changed. The information and entities on the website The web application not only displays accurate data but also showcases temperature changes when users select the word option and input the start and end years before clicking the Explore button on the homepage. User can easily jump between pages by clicking on button late on the navigation bar like in the previous section. And now for Persona 3, um, there's an there's an Explore button on the homepage which directs the user to the Explore page to select the region in time to get the information on how the climate has changed. And on the Explore page, there are small descriptions which may direct user to the subpages that enable them to select the input and get the result. A scenario parts. So for the scenario of Persona 1, Harry is in his room looking for an online source that provides climate and population data for his teaching purpose. He finds this website and press the Explore button at the home screen to get started. Then Harry types in his input and press the next button. The screen prints all on the data based on Harry's input. He feels satisfied with the experience and decided to recommend the web to his student. For Persona 2, Steve access to the climate change website he recently discovered. He navigates to the section allowing him to choose word and select years to view the data. Next, he attempts to sort the data by clicking on the drop-down list. He clicked on the logo to return to the homepage. Finally, he visited the contact section to send a feedback. And last but not least, the scenario of Persona 3, Harry found a website called CCA. He wants to know if it's suitable for his final project on climate change. After trying some features, he decided to create an account to explore more features on this website. Harry is watching a tutorial video before he explores more features on the website. Harry selects 2000 and 2005 to get average temperature in those 2 years in UK. The system output the results based on what Harry has selected, and he explores more later. Harry writes a feedback to get a better version of the website so he can use it more effectively in his final project.
Next part is Nielsen design pattern. First, I'm going to talk about visibility of system status. So the color transition of the section when user hover over world and country boxes or like hover over the drop-down list, it indicates the system response to the user's action, which informs the user about their current interaction. As you could see here in this image, the users that hovers on the select country, it hovers on Argentina. It's informed that the user has select that country. Next is the user control and freedom. So the logo is positioned in the top left corner of the page. Its main purpose is to act as a direct link, making it simple for users to get back to the homepage from anywhere on the website. Next is the quick connections rather than recall. So user can easily find the drop-down options for determining similarities in absolute numbers and rate change. This decision reduces the need for user to remember certain details because they can quickly identify and choose the alternative they want from the list. And next is the error prevention. So we have the set range over here. So the set range of possible years to pick from to avoid the searching for time periods outside of the datasets. And finally, we have help and documentation. So we have the help page to guide the user. It's each user with help and documents. We offer dedicated help page design to guide them through effectively completing tasks on our website. And next is the common design pattern. So in this common design pattern, we have 3 parts. First is the navigation design pattern, second is page layout design pattern, and interaction design pattern. So in the navigation design pattern, we have navigation tab, as you could see here. The navigation tab will help user to jump between many pages. And we also have home link here, which is the logo of our page. It's to help the user could be able to navigate back to the home page when anywhere within the page. And next is the page layout design pattern. First is the background and color. So we choose a cold color scheme, which is blue and green on our website. This deliberate choice not only enhances the visual appeal of the site, but also makes it more attention-grabbing. By creating a visually captivating environment, this helps to encourage users to actively engage with our content, particularly focusing on the critical topic of climate change. And next is the contrast in size. So you could see the text and other have different sizes. This emphasizes the significance of various sections within the web application by varying the size elements such as like headings or buttons. And next is interaction design pattern. So interaction design patterns, we have buttons group, which displayed on the navigation bar. You can see here a lot of buttons here. It enhances user experience by allowing them to operate fully within the website. And lastly is prominent submit button. So you could see here the next button works as the submit button. It indicating that the user has completed their selection process.
Now I will be talking about the database that we implemented for our web page. So firstly, in our entity relationship model, we have colored the borders of each entity corresponding on whether they are weak or strong entities. So here, red bordered entities are strong entities. So country, global temp data, global pop data, persona, and student are all strong entities. And then state temp data, city temp data, country temp data, and country pop data are weak entities. Our model also briefly demonstrates the relationships along with the cardinality and participation between all the entities. So for example, the country entity has a relationship with country temp data and country pop data. And the relationship is has country temp data with between country and then country temp data. And respectively with country pop data, the relationship is has country pop data. And to briefly explain what each entity is meant to contain. So going over the persona and student entities first. These two are to contain information about the personas of our website, of our product, and the student entity is supposed to contain information about the team members of our group. Then going over the global entities, global temp data is meant to contain information about the temperature data in the for the global scale. And similarly, global pop data is to contain the population data of the world. Then going over to country simply contains the name as well as the code for all the countries that are available in the original data source. And country temp data and country pop data, similarly to the global versions, the temp data table is to contain information about temperature data, and pop data is for population data. Then going over to the city entities, the actual city entity itself is just the name for all of the cities that are available in the data set. The same with the state entity, which are all the names of all the states that are available in the data set, and then their corresponding temperature data entities. This is our first entity relationship first version of our entity relationship model. And in this, we actually have a couple of attributes that are multi-valued attributes, specifically the needs and skills attributes of the persona entity. And so to remedy this and to normalize this model into the 3NF, into a 3NF model, we simply broke each of the of those multi-valued attribute into their own smaller relation, their own smaller entities. Okay, I will now hand over to my teammate to talk about the usability testing results.
And for the usability testing result, at first, on our initial wireframe, we've discovered that users might have difficulties when they accidentally click on the next button here, which will redirect them to the page where the system returns nothing. This situation could lead to potential delay for user, as they need to spend more time to go back to this page, and then they have to reselecting their option again. So for this issue, our solution is to disable the next button at first, like this. If user do not input all the required option, the button will remain unchanged, like it still remain disabled. And then blur. The button is only available when the user have filled in all the input requirements, like this. They click the word block and then they input the start year and end year, and the next button will have color. By doing this, we'll reduce the situation where user forget to choose the input and the page will return nothing.
Now I will do a quick run through of our web page to demonstrate one of the personas scenarios. So in this scenario, I will simulate the user attempting to perform subtask A in the specification, the project specification. So from the home page, the user can either notice the Explore button on the navigation tab at the top of the page, or if they scroll down, there will also be a Explore button, which goes to the description of each possible subtask that our web page implements. We see that level A corresponds to what we're looking for. So we're looking up information on population change between two selected years at either the granularity of countries or for the world. So let's click on level A. So let's say that our user wants to look up temperature and population change for the entire world. They can then click on the world box here to select searching for data for the world. And then let's say they want to search information starting from 2000, the year 2000, to the year 2012. Okay, now let's click on next. The user is then taken to the results page, a separate results page with the corresponding data. So for the world between 2000 and 2012, the difference in population is this much here. The percentage column is to showcase the percent change in values between the 2 years. So, for example, in the land temperature, when we're looking at just the land temperature, the average land temperature changed 0.306 degrees Celsius between the year 2000 and the year 2012, and that is a 3.3257% change between the 2 years. And looking overall at the results page, we can see that in the 12-year range between these 2 years that the user has selected, both population and temperature data have overall increased between the 2 years. Once they're done with the results, the user can either click on go back to query another search, or they can simply click on the Explore button on the navigation tab to switch to a different feature of the web page. So that concludes our presentation on our milestone project. Thank you for listening and have a good day.